Factorio Space Age Deathworld Marathon episode 42. We're looking at Cobalt Core, which is the new ship, which is not fully built yet. I didn't really get all the prep done for this episode that I wanted to, but also that's kind of on theme, given that today's goals are going to be make the things work that we wanted to last time and didn't. Number one being Cobalt Core, and then also biolabs and stuff like that. Yeah, we're currently sitting around Vulcanus orbit, waiting for an assortment of stuff to be delivered. We are asking for quite a bit of stuff. We've got a ton of space, that's fine, but we are trying to do, I've kind of broken these out into the various categories of things we want. We want to go to Aquilo and build some silos. We want to be able to take some steel for some barrels. We want to be able to make some more cryo chambers, and then we want to be able to do a whole lot of cryo? A whole lot of quantum processors, for which we have this little setup here, which we haven't really looked at yet. And I'm kind of presuming that Fulgora will have some decent quality for us. But yeah, overall this ship is pretty similar to, actually I wonder if we can compare the zooms, maybe about there, and compare with Becky, which is largely the same Aquilo going pattern. We've got a whole pile of rocket turrets in the middle with quality. We're apparently going somewhere, I guess that's fine. A bunch of gun turrets up the front, a lot of solar panels, some ice cube storage, which Cobalt Core is not doing anything with yet. Makes sense, haven't been to Aquilo. Some more belts underneath the foundries for ammunition storage. A little thing that will dump large amounts of ammo onto the belt if we're short. We've got foundries doing explosives and rockets and stuff like that. We've got a sushi belt and a little bit of delineation, and then a drive section with another different sushi belt and inserters hopping things between sushi belts, and a bunch of rare chem plants and rare thrusters and good stuff like that. The big difference between Cobalt Core and Becky is that Cobalt Core is set up with a bunch of different stuff. Becky has also got this area doing some different crushing things and grabbing some of the iron plate for space science. Cobalt Core doesn't do that. I've got this nice little layout that I played around with quite a bit that has the pipes jumping underneath here in a cryo chamber, and we can send up barrels of, what is this stuff called? Fluoroketone, and unpack that into these tanks, which are also just here and then in and out of the main hub to make these quantum processor things. And then we've also got set up this guy here is hooked into this combinator that says we would like some number of ice and carbonic asteroids in the hub as well. And this inserter is placed after the drive section and also after the grabbing things for ammunition section. And so we can have crushes, and also, actually I don't know where we are or where we're going. Gleba? I think Fulgora is kind of the next place we want to go to, and we're just waiting in orbit, so let's kick that off. Is that true? I actually wanted to go back to Novice and leave this thing in Fulgora, never mind. But we are able to, one of the things this pattern is doing is caching a whole bunch of carbon and then also a whole bunch of calcite for the different planets that need carbon and calcite, and so that's hopped in here as well. And then we've got a ton of storage, way more storage than we need. This is the ship that we need. Actually, I think I need to go down to Fulgora to manually actually find out whether or not we have any of these and then send them up. The other planets are doing things. Vulcanus is kicking off again now that we're pulling out a whole lot of these upgraded blue chips. We're gonna have to figure out something to do with the epic and legendary blue chips, because we're gonna back up on those. We are using the normal blue chips a lot. And then we'll get to the other problem later. One of the other problems is down here somewhere. This chest. We need this resource for the quantum processors, and we don't have a whole lot of it. We've been turning it into tungsten beams because we thought we were going to do artillery things, and we kind of haven't, and we're only really getting through a small amount of this. So I think we, first of all, you could be rare things, and then I think a thing we want in order to get more of this tungsten out is straight up just, okay, maybe we do this with a splitter and say prioritize into the, but we're taking things away from the science, but I'm also not sure that I care a whole lot about that. Okay. Yeah, these things are grabbing for module upgrades? Yes. Okay, and then we're just going to not even worry about it, and we're going to say, here's a thing that will specifically look for tungsten carbide of less than rare quality. We are going to struggle to get any of this into the science, I think. But I think I'm also okay with that. And then put that stuff in a box. And then... yeah, I think we can just do this badly. I think we can do the same thing here and then just find a long-handed inserter and give it the same setting. And then... is this going to do what we need? We're going to just recycle a bunch of other stuff up to rare quality. And then we're also really not going to be letting much past into science. But I think also we then say... oh no, actually from this circuit network, do this, connect to the logistic network, and enable if we have less than... yeah, let's just say 400. What even is this guy's... rocket capacity is 500. Okay, we're going to make this 600. We're also kind of good with science. Also, maybe we should be expanding this processing. These are still uncommon. Okay, I have a feeling that we were in a ship that we wanted to go somewhere with, and we've kind of driven away from it. But never mind. And then also, yeah, we can upgrade these quality modules as well. Sure, things that we're getting done, it's fine. Yeah, whatever. Okay, because we are... our Cobalt core is still sitting around in Fulgora, which is cool, because there was... we had Novice stuff to do as well, but I guess we're just going to rush to that. Yeah, we're getting the concrete we need for the silos. We're getting a whole lot of the superconductor because we're going to need it. We're going to get more refined concrete, and we've also got a ton of space. We are not concerned about that. Let's go down to Fulgora. And yeah, Fulgora had a little bit of a problem with this particular train station. Yeah, this particular train item. I'd said, yeah, it had filled up with a bunch of epic stuff like this, and then so I changed this thing to look at epic stuff, and then it had clogged up with a bunch of rare stuff. So now we're back onto rare stuff. This train is a thing that we are going to need to tweak a bit, but I needed to find out, hello rocket going up, whether or not we actually had the rare electromags that I think we did. And then I think also all of this stuff I would like to remove so that we keep processing things. And then what do we oh, it is still just, we've got the epic, we're waiting on epic steel. Okay, fine. Yeah, it's just a rare holmium and there's not a whole lot we can do about that. Okay, I wanted to find a storage chest somewhere to drop all of this stuff except for the legendary thing, just to keep those processing and continuing to make things. And then I think we grab one of these as well, and then we go and find... this is all still running, which is fine. Somewhere around here there's going to be a box of... okay, maybe not that one. I just wanted to do more with... where are these other... there should be a couple more chests of... maybe we could send it up with some quality modules. Yeah. Give me all of these modules. That's a decent rocket's worth of stuff that I won't feel bad about. You have all of this stuff. Send that up to Cobalt Core. And then go back to doing things. And then I'm just going to go straight back to Cobalt Core? Yes. Because we had more stuff we needed to do in other places. Gleba is largely still running, which is pretty nice. Are we seeing the seeds? We did have a couple of misplays that meant we weren't seeing all that many seeds build up on this belt. Still no seeds here, but I think if we look further down this way, we're still not buffering seeds. Yeah, that is a thing that is still not great. Oh well, okay, fine. And then Aquilo is in the interesting situation of having fully depowered itself again because, actually, yeah, it had depowered itself the first time because it had filled up on uncommon science. Oh well, this time it's because it's filled up on rare science. So we have, well, these chests are 15,000 each, and we have 4 chests for each of these, and then there's a times 5 because we've got a chest of rare and a chest of uncommon, so we've got 300k of Aquilo science just sitting here. Is that right? So yeah, so because of that we weren't using the ice cubes, and then all of this backed up, and then we ran down the ammonia and then ran out of the fuel buffer. We have to go back here anyway, so I'm not super concerned. We've got to have more rocket silos. Not really worried about that. Can we have, please, this one here? I don't know that we have... Yeah, we don't have the prod mods for it. We also need to go to Aquilo to get all this stuff done, but that's fine. Time to go to Novice, which is... Yeah, the next thing... Are we waiting for rockets? We are not waiting for rockets, we're just going there? Okay, fine. And Novice, the reason we need to go back there with some degree of haste... Actually, do we need to go... I did stop back here and revisit some stuff, and we did get some more bioflux. So we've got like 40 minutes, and we've got a couple of eggs that are going to be fine. But the thing is, if we're going to do that... Like, if we're going to automate the bioflux in here, which is kind of the plan for being on Novice, we need one of these other craft, but not too many of these other craft. Here, I like your name. You get a new logistic group we're going to call the gooey stuff. You're going to bring me... okay, go back to Gleba, because we have things to bring from Gleba. We want bioflux, say maybe just 200, but this is going to be a large... Yeah, this is going to be 1,000 when we get it. And then also rare bioflux, also just 200. And I don't think there's anything else we want to take in that direction. Actually, Gleba, yeah, you don't want these stack inserters. You don't want any of that stuff. Okay, because we are, yeah, we're getting a bunch of this stuff, which is fine. I don't know how, if at all, we are managing, yeah, Gleba stuff. Oh, that's more seeds than we looked at previously. That's nice. I don't know how we are managing which qualities of this bioflux we choose when we launch our rocket to Pierre. Did you get good stuff? You got a mix of good stuff and junk stuff, which, to be honest, is kind of fine. Okay, where am I? I want to go down to Novice. We probably want you just hanging out here for a bit. There are a couple of things you can get from here, so that's fine. But yeah, we also want to... We don't want that request on all of the ships, because then we will bring over too much bioflux. And one of the quirks that we've got at the moment is we've got, yeah, so many ships that are all doing largely the same routes that if we add, yeah, one thing to the general Novice schedule, will pull a huge amount of it out, which is great when we want, you know, a large amount of red ships or a large amount of blue belts. Not so great when we want, yeah, the bioflux, let's get all of it, and then also the rare bioflux, let's get all of it, and then, yeah, I need to find my stuff, which is, oh, actually, that's not quite true. The first thing... This is not the first thing I need to do, but the thing I did want to do is none of these... I wanted to check how many... We've got one legendary module, we've got a couple more legendary modules. Let's grab some of these, because we can fire the rest of these... Like, we can put Aquilo on some tier 3 modules as well. Not that Aquilo looks like it needs it, but that's not what I wanted. We want these legendary modules and these legendary modules to go to Cobalt Core. Cobalt Core wants those modules, and then I think I also... Yeah, we also had... I also realized we had enough... We've been blasting the quality speed module so much on Vulcanus that we've actually got legendary speed module 3 sitting around, so all of these guys are gonna do good work once we get the stuff. Okay, my stuff is down here. Oh wait, but I've also now got all those speed modules that I didn't want, wasn't I? Okay, we've got rail stuff. I will need a wagon and another train. I think we've got some of those around the place. Yeah, we've got some. Do we have... here we are. I just saw them just here. We're not going to need many, but we are going to need, yeah, rail and stations, and I think we're just going to Logibot together a thing, and hopefully we can get there before it all explodes. Actually, do you have... didn't... Pierre is here now, and has just... Okay, so we happened to check at the point when all that stuff wasn't arriving again. A biolab's plan to do something with it later. There's the bioflux that we wanted. I need to put another train station somewhere, which is a little bit of a shame, because one of the things I wanted to do with the next biolab's plan is snap it off the grid, which means that I think we actually go over here. Yeah, I think we can put a station over here. Means that I need to consider a place that will not have logistics coverage, but this plan very much needs logistics coverage, because we are going to slap in a train station, say here, and then I've got... Oh, I can use the improved train that I have. I think we're just going to do this with one wagon, because it's going to be bioflux stuff, and then I think we have... Oh wait, we don't have... Yeah, I think we're going to have a train going either way, and then we're going to need some train fuel here. Do I have... Are any of these guys... Do these guys have a train fuel thing? No, okay, fine. We will just set up a... I was hoping I could lazily copy one from somewhere. This is, yeah, the easiest way to do that. But then we're also going to do this with just a pile of request chests. And we are going to request the things we want out of the storage, and then we are going to filter for the other things we want on the other side. And the things we want to take out are any kind of spoilage and any kind of biter egg, and I think that's it. Oh no, wait, we were doing this completely differently. We are going to take out any kind of prod mod 3 is how this is going to work, yes. And then we need to do these filters first, because the plan is... oh wait, didn't I get a pile of bioflux? Yes, we did not get the rare bioflux. That's fine. Some of this bioflux is about to go off, so I'm just going to dump it in the capture rockets thing. I think the theme going forwards will be we're going to care even less about the capture rockets because we've already got too many of them, and just accept that some of the bioflux is going to go off because it's fine. But we want... That's not what I wanted. Is it that control? Yes. We are going to bring over some bioflux. We are also going to bring over rare red chips and also rare blue chips, and then also rare prod mod 2s, and have some space dedicated to... Yeah, we're going to have to do this at each possible quality, aren't we, if we are reserving space for each of them. I think that's fine. We are going to manufacture the... This is going to be also far too much, isn't it? I think we're only going to need this much. Yeah. We're going to manufacture the prod mods at... click the buttons. That's not the correct button. We're going to manufacture the prod mods at the outpost. And we're going to have this train take a whole lot of... Yeah. That was the wrong button again. Okay. Let's reserve 3 stacks. And then do we need to have... Yeah, we're not going to worry about putting spoilage in this train. We'll never have spoilage in this train, but we can take out any... I wanted to click on the inserter. Yeah, taking out the inserter. Any kind of prod mod, any kind of spoilage, which is just going to be the bioflux that goes off, and then we want to request, say, 500 bioflux, but also not have any spoilage in this chest of any quality, thanks. Yes, and then no deliveries on the way, probably that's fine. Then we also want the rare red chips, say 200 of them, that's going to be fine. And then also the rare blue chips, also 200 of each of these things. And then also the rare Prodmod 2s. Also 200 of these things. So we're going to fill part of this train with the important stuff we need. I've got some of these things. Oh, I had Prodmods, so now they're back over here. Okay, so that's fine. So we are going to fill this train. Do I have... I think I want some laser turrets, because we're going to have to punch a hole in the wall, and the wall is... That's not laser turrets are down here. The wall is still considered... Oh, that's so many laser turrets, whatever. I've got power poles, I've got train station things, yeah. We are still considering... I guess this train station has to go through here? This is going to be... We're only going to run one train like this. That's kind of gross. It's fine. It's fine. This is going to be the bioflux and Prodmods location. We're just going to add an icon for bioflux, and an icon for Prodmod 3s with at least rare quality, and the letter E because I am used to using that to close menus. And then we're also going to take... Yes. We take with us all of these electromags that are doing... Oh, wait. Cobalt, did you also have high quality modules? I will have those, thank you. And then also there's a pile... Actually, drop a bunch of calcite. Novice likes calcite because it's also the only place that's doing... You're not limited, we should just get more... Yeah, we should just straight up get more cliff explosives if we do that, which we're also not using, but never mind. Where are the quality modules that I wanted? Okay, good. We have some rail, hopefully that's enough rail. Hopefully, let's just check what timers we're working with here. We are 30 minutes, we can get there in 30 minutes. We want to head over this way. Where are we going to put the intersection? Maybe somewhere over there. In the meantime, let's also grab an intersection-looking blueprint, which looks something like this. Okay, apparently we're attaching this to some Wait, why are these... Yes, that is what those signals should look like. It can go here. And now we have a place that we can extend this rail. I've just also noticed there are a couple of landmines around here as well. Do I have... I do have a landmine blueprint. And then also let's figure out where we can punch a hole through this wall. And here's going to be where we do that. And then the thing I wanted other laser turrets for is... I'm not a big user of gates. I could be, we're just bad at it, so instead we're gonna have, yeah, this guy's gonna head through. I mean, this area is ours as well, we're just kind of not thinking about it. Is that? I can't actually tell where you are. That's gonna do what it needs to, I believe. Yeah, so even though, oh wait, this is the correct place, yes. We are going to have a pile of extra laser turrets just in case anything goes wrong, but I don't think it will because we're already pretty maniacal about having shut down most of the rest of That's pretty bad. I dislike many things about that. Is there power down here? There is. Yeah, whatever. These are all normal laser turrets anyway, and we had hundreds of these things. I was not super concerned. This is also Novice. Fine. Let's get this moving forwards. I should have brought some of the cliff explosives, having talked about how we had cliff explosives, and get this train into play. I think I'm still standing on the track. I am standing on the track. I'm also in a mech suit, so it's probably fine. Should we... Okay, change plans. Manual. We're going to go the other way around that cliff. And then I was not well adjusted for being on the train facing the wrong way. Yeah, I'm in the rear locomotive, and this is messing me up. We're just going to move to the front locomotive. Much better. Okay, and now we can leave a bit of space to put some mining around that iron, and we can just kind of go over here and up to we need to... Do we need to leave this much space? I don't think we need to leave that much space at all, do we? Because we've only got the one wagon. This cannot go one more forwards. I don't have the new bioflux. We've got enough time to... 27 minutes, it's going to be fine. We can test the rest of the automation works in the ways that we want it to. Sure. This is Guantanamo Biter Nursery. That's what we've called it for the last couple of times. Let's add an icon for biter eggs, even though we are now going against... We can make nutrients out of biter eggs? That's one of the darker things we've seen, sure. Yeah, we are going against the rest of the naming conventions that we have, but we're going to go from Guantanamo Biter Nursery to, yeah, this thing that was the in-base prod mods bioflux thing. I think we want to wait here for, say, 240 minutes and then go back to, yeah, straight up just inactivity. If you get 15 seconds of inactivity, then straight up just head back. And then we want to, because we've got all of this stuff, I think we go bioflux on this side, but then I think on the other side we straight up just go to rare prod mod making electromags, and we just go out and back in. Yeah, and then we can get eggs in on this side. Okay, sure. Request chest here for... Oh yeah, I should really bring more roboports, shouldn't I? We are only just in logistic range in a way that isn't super great, but whatever. Rare biter eggs, can we please have 10 of these at a time? But the thing is, we've got a large number of these to work through. I guess we can take some of them back to the main base and turn them into more... Yeah, we're not going to need this much bioflux, are we? Whatever. Yeah, I guess we can take them back to the main base and turn them into more... Oh, wait, this is extremely silly. Yeah, one of you guys wants this, I don't really mind which, and then you both want these, and we've got 23 and 25% productivity. That's a thing that I like. Yeah, I think we're going to oversupply with bioflux, but I think that's also completely fine. We are already requesting better eggs in. I'm gonna feel bad about this, but I think we just yeet these eggs. I think later we can have a better process to deal with them. In fact, I think over here we just it's gonna be the easiest way to do this is instead of being less than or equal to, is going to be, we're going to look for exactly rare. And this just, I mean, we could automate another kind of chips over here as well, but we're not going to. We're just going to have, yeah, any other kind of, not these, any other kind of, air quotes, better egg is not actually better if we don't also have the prod mods and the blue chips and the red chips and all that other stuff to also push in here at the same time. So, you guys have got a lot of eggs going. How... Yeah, you guys have got 26 minutes left. I think you're going to go fine because we've got a total of like 4, which means we're kicking through an egg every 15 seconds. I'm okay with that, but we are going to take... Oh, wait. The downside of this plan is that these guys aren't running when this wagon isn't here. Do I have 2 more wagons? Okay. In that case, get rid of all of you. Make a blueprint. Yeah, we've still got that mining blueprint to run. Okay. We're going to do this slightly differently. We are going to go wagon to wagon. And then we're going to put that blueprint back here, which is kind of disgusting, but then we also want the same, yeah, the same layout of these things, and then we also want, let's do this, any kind of bioflux. We're not going to have this many qualities of bioflux, but whatever. So any kind of bioflux goes over here, or also this wants to be any kind of bioflux. Any kind of bioflux, any kind of spoilage. Let's pull out spoilage on both sides, and then let's have these two similarly applied. You guys got enough blue chips to be doing that, so it's fine. The eggs are in a different place. Did we put any eggs on the ground? We do in fact have a biter egg on the ground somewhere. Oh no, it's going to be this one. I think we're going to put that on a belt because I would like to be able to check that there are no biter eggs on the ground that we didn't know about. And then this way we want to be moving. We're going to need a different... We're going to need a different kind of insert for each of these things so that they don't back up again. We're going to need the same combinations of things. We're going to need one of rare red chips, one of rare blue chips, one of rare prod mod 2s, and then the other way we are going to want any kind of prod mod 3. Put all of those here. And now we should be able to do the thing. This should work, yeah? And then the other thing I definitely wanted is, here's a place where we've got a whole bunch of eggs. Can we get a... yeah. Places where eggs might be, of which we shall make it difficult for them, followed by, I have these laser turrets. So I guess we're just going to have a bunch of laser turrets. And then do the same, hey, what if someone wants to attack the laser turrets? And they should, they are a good target. And then we also want, I want to bring back some more roboports. But at the moment the roboport coverage is fine. We should see, oh yeah, I wanted a pile of these eggs. And you are... bringing in the modules we wanted. We're going to have, we're going to be double buffering the prod mods, the prod mod 2s, and also all of the red and green chips. And I think, the red and blue chips. And I think I'm fine with that. And we are just going to have, you're going to have some amount of bioflux. We are, yes, okay, fine. New plan. One of you filters for bioflux and the other filters for spoilage. And then the spoilage chest is not limited. So that if any of the stuff spoils, and I believe we are now in a place where we can not care if it spoils, we will have bioflux. In fact, we're going to grab some of this stuff. all of this is about to go off anyway, whatever. I think we actually at this point let all of this go off and we just dump it back. Do we have... Oh, actually, don't we have better quality modules? There we go, better quality modules. I think we just... Yeah, we're going to let all this stuff go off. I think we're going to dump this in the train to generally discourage the amount of bioflux we have in any one location, because we're at a point that that doesn't matter. It's just about automating this evenly. And then we've got... Okay. I wanted these here. Nope, there. That's not what we wanted either. Yeah, that one. And then... So now we've got 4 stacks of Prod Mod 3s. One of... Yeah, one of... This is still not the right productivity. Cool, cool, good job. And then... Yeah, so we can have... Okay. Yeah, maybe up to 4 stacks of rare, and then 1 of epic and 1 of legendary. And we're only bringing in a couple of these things, which is probably fine, isn't it? The other thing I'm wondering about is whether or not these 2 electromags will get through, and it looks like we will, because we're asking for 10, we already have less than that. I've got a couple of these. Actually, I'm going to leave you... Give me another 60, because we want... Okay, give me all of these ones, yeah. You've got 26 to work through in the next 24 minutes. That's probably fine. We'll keep an eye on it. We are going to ride this train back to the base. And, yeah, I still wanted more roboports. And I also still want more laser turrets in here as well. Because that's the kind of person that we are. And I think we just come back with more roboports and just make sure that we have so much roboport coverage everywhere. Oh, you know what we should also do? Yeah, I like this plan. Yeah, more roboports than we need everywhere, which is fine. We need to bring those. The other thing we're going to do is this location here, we're going to put landmines. 5 stacks of landmines seems about right, and then we can do this thing again. Ask for landmines, and yeah, 300 landmines, and we have automated our defense of... Yeah, we can put this here, and maybe it spoils, maybe it doesn't, whatever. I'm not really concerned. And we've got, yeah, a way of getting a lot of Prod Mod 3s. Okay, oh. Yeah, fine, cool, great. Why wanted roboports? I guess we've still got this buffer. Even if we're dumping a large amount of bioflux out as spoilage, we can... Oh, wait. This train also needs... What? I mean, there shouldn't be any bioflux in here, but I think we're going to define this location to be spoilage... Yeah, spoilage normal quality. So that anything that's in this wagon can be spoilage loaded over here to get out again. And then I think 10... Yeah, 10 is less than what we had there. We are already fine. Yeah, we are good. It does look like we now have enough of this tungsten carbide at the quality we want hanging around on Vulcanus that we can go and get it and kick off the cryo plan. And yeah, also module this thing properly, missed that the last time. Okay, oh yeah, we were going to pull back a bunch of these requests. In fact, I don't think I want... Okay, let's get at least one cycle of the rares, but I think we're going to pull all of these requests of bioflux back and just have fewer buffers of it around the place. Yeah, like we can maybe even 200 of these in the same place. Like it could sit around, it can go off fine, no big deal. Probably should have also put better quality modules in the biolabs in particular, because I don't think I want rare quality biolabs. I think I want to quality juggle it up to epic. But maybe that works, maybe it doesn't. We'll do that later. Let's do that after we've got the quantum processors processing. I think we wait for the last 14. How long are 14 really going to take? We're on Fulgora to grab a bunch of hey, there's some other quality modules that can make these launches worthwhile. But it also struck me, let's just grab the rest of these good Tesla turrets as well. We did find some more legendary electromag plants. So we're going to send all of these up. It's going to be fine. Fulgora and duffel bag montage complete. I think we should be able to replace this guy with the... Yeah, so now we've got the double legendaries, we've got the double legendary productivity. That's all super nice. We don't even have Aquilo in the launch set, and because we've done some research, we've got some other things we can't yet. But yeah, let's head over here. We're going to head over to Aquilo. We did get some more rocket fuel as well. We've got all the parts we need to build a couple of silos. Getting Aquilo online is going to be interesting. With the first question being, have we faffed around for so long that Aquilo has completely frozen over in the time that we've not been there? I kind of suspect that it has, because we were setting up the mines and the trains and all of that. Oh no, we still have heat in some of these pipes. We are not completely frozen over. We still have hundreds of degrees. That means that we don't need to get much extra water in here at all. But yeah, I think we're still going to go, we're not going to do that. We're going to find Cobalt core in orbit and just drop down a pile of this fuel, because, you know, Aquilo likes having fuel. We've got space in the hub, we do. I will have some of this fuel. Yeah, you guys just get us back above this temperature. This, yeah, I want to be able to, I think we do this. I'm going to need a tank. And the idea, also give me some bots, because I've actually got power in my suit at the moment, even though it's not very good. Yeah, if we can get this guy ice, and we've got ice getting onto this belt here. We've actually still got fuel on this belt as well. You should have power. I think we want... You're plus 60 on your energy usage at the moment. I don't like that much, but also looks like we need more and better modules. Hey, I've got a friend in orbit who will be able to drop us more, and... Oh, we only got... We didn't put quality modules on the multi-quadules request. I think we're just going to slap that in now as well. Yeah, also Vulcanus, also 100 of these things. Do I want quality down here? I don't think I do. I did actually want the... Actually, this is Aquilo. We're going to want a lot of efficiency modules. Let's get some better speed modules as well. Yeah, there's a bunch of other stuff for recipes we can drop later. Hopefully we have... Yeah, I wanted an efficiency module that we are still waiting on arriving. One of those... Yeah, these ones. Because... minus 80% and 80% crafting speed, I think, is going to be better than whatever else we were doing. Okay, so we're putting a small amount of water in this tank, and then at some point later, like, I want to get enough water in this tank to then be able to add a pipe here and have these guys get a decent enough amount of water to just turn everything on again in one go. That is the plan. Do I also have... Did we bring more solar panels, even if they're bad? I am not seeing... I'm not seeing any more solar panels. I wonder if we ended up with extra solar panels in the Cobalt core build. The answer to that is apparently also no. Apparently we just sent up what we needed, or maybe we dropped them somewhere else. Whatever. Yeah, sure. That's all going to be going fine for a bit. Yeah, you just keep melting your water. We're getting... Actually, how much do these guys need? Consumption 16.5 seconds. 16.5 per second. So if we have 5 of these things, that's like 80 per second, and this is already enough for like 5 or 6 seconds. Let's see if this just works. Hey, we fixed it? Did we fix it? Did you... Oh yeah, you also will need... Not quite, because we need to get the water... Yeah, we need to get the ice cubes down there somewhere. Interesting, because I probably also... I picked up some ice cubes, not that many ice cubes. Okay, we're just going to let that run for a while, yeah. And then also remember that we need to put ice here. And then I was thinking about other ways that we can make this continue to work. And I think one of them is... Where is the... Here's the output belt. Where's the input belt? The input belt is here. This is never having anything other than the kind of ice we want, is it? So we can actually run this one further. Actually, several further we will need to. And I think we've got to move this roboport as well to be able to... Actually, I think we moved the radar. To be able to get the heat pipe through to this next thing. Is there space for the radar there as well after all that? Yeah, we just positioned everything badly, whatever. Okay, because the idea was going to be, I will need basically this chem plant. But we should actually have the chem plant that we need for that, and we probably don't need the efficiency modules, and we've already got the efficiency modules, and I don't want these Logibots. And you still have a whole lot of ice to work through. That's fine. Yeah. I was just wondering about doing a solar panel to kick off this one as well, except we don't have the solar panels. The idea was going to be, and by that I mean the idea continues to be, we are going to melt some water at uncommon quality with this chem plant. So... Any uncommon ice we don't use for the science can roll down here, can get in this chem plant. I'm going to need inserters as well, and probably also some power poles, and probably also some pipes, and probably also some more heat pipe. Cool, great. We still just... Yeah, let's see if this is... Oh, the problem is still... We have to keep this for running long enough to give this guy all of its ice. So you're now running, we're getting the ice in. Maybe we just onlined Aquilo again, except that we are not draining the other ice out, so we need the system to be running. Yeah, so you are melting ice, put it in a tank, and then we just connect this water system to one of the other water systems. And it looks like just right here. This looks like a water system to which we could be, yeah, figuring out how to... That's got to come over this side, doesn't it? Is this going to be... No, this is going to be fine, isn't it? Normal, I'm on Aquilo running heat pipe everywhere things. Should we worry about the number of entities we're throwing around the place? And needing to also heat, I think it's fine. Actually, with is Aquilo online? Aquilo is back online because we are melting those ice cubes. And we also wanted to get... Yeah, I think I think we do a similar thing here. I think we move these two recyclers back one. They're already heated from the other side, but we're going to heat it from both sides because we're nice like that. And then... yeah, we do this, we extend... oh, we didn't actually bring... for all of that, hey, look what we've got, we didn't actually bring the belt. Okay, while we are solving this, Cobalt Core has enough steel for 2 silos and 400 steel barrels. And this guy's set up to make the steel barrels and put them here, so we're just going to do that. It's going to be fine. Did we have... oh yeah, I think another thing we want long term, as in a thing that I don't need to actually think about sorting out now, but will anyway, is, yeah, all of... oh wait, it's this... it's literally just that inserter we wanted. To be able to access... although I guess when we're changing recipes, yeah, all of this stuff that's going to help us make the cryo plants, if we change recipes, it'll end up over here, and so we still will need this chest to juggle it in, but also we'll need it to juggle this rare lithium. We're out of rare lithium. I thought we had a nice big stash of rare lithium, but in fact we do not, because we have... yeah, with this entire pile of science over here is all the rare holmium we had, which we were planning on using to be rare lithium to do the quantum processor stuff. So that's also a fun trick. What we want is this guy to say use filters of any quality of ice. Any quality of ice. Because we previously were just venting better non-rare qualities of ice. We can also have some lithium here, no big deal. Actually, can we just... yes, that is a thing we can do if we remembered that we wanted the parts. So why did bots not do that for us? Unknown. Anyway, let's connect this water to the other place we said we wanted it, which is going to be through... how are we getting... can we move this by 1? Only if we also move the other side by 1 to be able to get heat pipe out to do this kind of business. Okay, so we apparently have a holmium problem again. I was not expecting to be solving a holmium problem today, but Aquilo is running and should have... yeah, this guy's going to continue to be sad. Actually, the other... what happens when this water tank fills up? I think what we need to do is have a circuit condition on this guy that says you only run if the water is less than 16,000, for example. Okay, because now we can have the other... yeah, maybe we should try and push it through here as well. Are you going to be running the whole time? Yes, when you get ice cubes. But we've also somehow put fuel here. Okay, yeah, because I think you're going to end up running the whole time, except you're only going to be powered by these guys, but I think that's fine. Yeah, we've got a whole lot more fuel than we need. Okay, we should at this point have no more steel and maybe a shortage of barrels. And the other thing I did want to tap in somewhere, if we can figure out where to tap it in, is like these full barrels of stuff are cool, but what I would also like is a place where we can have... yeah, I want basically a full... I want a tank of this stuff we can be filling while we are not thinking about processing. Can we... I was wondering if it was going to end up being down here somewhere. This is heating tower business here. Okay. I think maybe this... Where did I put all my stuff? I meant to just put the fuel in the hub, and I apparently put everything in the hub. Yeah, if we put this guy here, then even when we're full on barrels here, we can be processing out. Looks like we've got space for 2 tanks, so we're going to do that. Okay. Successful thing number 1. The next thing we want to make are a couple of rocket silos at normal quality. You're getting, yeah, you're going to want some help getting stuff out of the hub. We're just going to do that for the moment. Okay. Next part of the plan, yeah, feeling pretty bad about not having the high quality holmium. We want all of the steel. I want all of the concrete. We actually want all of the reinforced concrete as well, but that's a thing we can do later. We want all of the blue chips. I guess we're getting all of the blue chips. And the other thing we need are, yeah, electric engines, and I believe we should have some pipes. And so now, let's also... Don't you guys do anything yet. I want to find the best quality modules I have, even though quality for rocket silos looks like it's a bit of a scam. Yeah, four epic module 3s sounds like the sort of thing we would like to have here. And then we need to think about where they are going to go. And why am I... Oh, we are making fuel. Things are back. We are just not voiding ammonia much because, yeah, okay, fine. Things are great. Give me the fancy modules that I want. And now put all of these back. In fact, just give me some of the concrete. I will help. Give me some of the steel. I will continue to help. In orbit, the next things we want down here, stuff to make cryo chambers, which we can't because we don't have the lithium. Some of this amount of stuff we want to be making cryo chambers. A couple of these, but most of that... Yeah, we want to save a chunk of all of these and also the blue chips to be making the quantum processors with. And then we just need to get the rare lithium plate, for which we need rare holmium, for which we do not have. I think the thing we do at the moment, like this is where the rare lithium should end up. So I think we just delete both of these, fill these with rare lithium, lean on the fact that we've already buffered huge amounts of science that we are barely using and we're fine. And do we have... We have 2 more rocket turrets, which did not get any quality. That is not surprising. Okay, the next thing we want to make here... Is this just making cryo plants at rare quality? I think it might be. And then, yeah, we just need to get the lithium that we do not have. Okay. That's... I mean, we have rescued Aquilo. We are not getting the quantum processors running. All of these tanks can just continue to fill up and cache a bunch of stuff in a way that's fine. Why don't... Oh, because you guys are all shut down because you have temperature. So that is all doing unreasonably well. And then we're just venting all the ice cubes. We are venting all of these ice cubes as well, which means all of the various other surplus recyclers are just running. I think with these 2 bits of general ice cube handling after the science, Aquilo... I wanted to say Aquilo is now bulletproof, but that just sounds like here is an iceberg that God could not sink, which is inviting trouble. Maybe we just do that anyway. Oh well. Yeah, give me some platform. Give me some of... Oh no, wait, we can put concrete in there, didn't we? I didn't want to take concrete away from the silos, but we've also already got all the silos. Give me modules. Yeah, we're going to remodule these silos we've got, because why not? We've got better modules now. Give me some of the concrete. We should have... Oh, yeah. Remember when I said one of the ways Aquilo could also happen to fail is if we end up with too much landfill. So this is a problem I'm not even going to attempt to solve now. Yeah, we've got a lot of ice platform now. More than I was necessarily planning on doing anything with, which means I think we are now worried about... Oh, maybe we just... Do we just recycle ice platform as well? Maybe that's such a silly idea that I'm going to grab one of these guys. He is going to work. Yeah, we're going to take this thing and just slap it right here and say use filters for ice platform if regular ice platform is greater than 300. So at least one of these guys should run, and then we should end up in the... because, yeah, we can actually recycle ice platform back into itself. We get regular ice back. Okay, I guess we just run these around in a loop then. And then also the meme of having... This limit can be much larger. How much were we going to fit in this? 100. We can have like 2,000 ice in here. Or 3,000 ice platform. And then everything else just gets trashed around and we don't actually care about the quality of this thing. Yeah, so now we should be at least... I mean, this one is more robust. The others are not. But we could also have... This is still heated from both sides, so the heat here is fine. So now we have... Okay, so at least these two have surplus protection on... Then do we actually need... Yeah, you're going to get an elite speed module just so that we make sure we're not building up on any of this trash. Yeah, but then you're going to fill this thing up with ice, aren't you? Okay, give me some of this stuff. So I think if we are working with the ice platform at the rate it arrives, we are fine. And if we are trying to work through a surplus, we're going to have issues. Anyway, over here somewhere... Actually, we wanted the lithium here. I was wondering if there was another place where we could put a silo that wasn't quite so far out of the way, because we're going to be doing all of this with only 180 logistics bots. So I think we probably need to bring in some more. We have no more bot frames. Oh well. Yeah, but over here looks pretty good. Just in here, I think we're going to put more silos. These are rare silos. We actually have to use here. And actually, could we go right next to these things? I see no reason why not. How are we heating this thing if we're putting beacons? And I think the answer to that is we are doing the requesting of materials from the outside. So blue chips, yeah, whatever. Get yourself a decent number. Similarly, get yourself a decent number. And low density structure, we should have happy surpluses of all of these things all over the place. Let's figure out what modules we want. I mean, productivity continues to be a thing. Speed is nice, but I think we want some efficiency. And this leads us to... I think that's a moduling we're happy with. We've got a pile of productivity. Wait, we also wanted... Do we still have beacons over here? We must have, yeah. We've got uncommon beacons. These are not the quality of beacons we like to be dealing with at this point. Power this thing or whatever. Give this 2 speed modules and Now we are nice and fast, which means we can start processing these things. Do we have extra roboports? Do we have roboports in the network that we can just move over here? Because why don't I have bots putting these... Oh, because I don't have any construction bots because I put them all back in the hub. Cool. Okay. Yeah, automatic things, and then we should find... Wait, I have not on Cobalt Core. I am not actually requesting... I'm not actually requesting the barrels of cold stuff. Let's get 100 of these things in, because why not? And then I also need to request a cryogenic plant. Did I drop all the efficiency modules? No, we still have the efficiency modules we want to put in the cryo plant. And I think I have at least some... Yeah, we have a couple of cryo plants around the place. Okay, you have these two cryo plants, and then also have as many of these barrels as I can fit. Not that stuff. The two cryo plants, the barrels, have that cobalt core, have a good time, put the rest of these barrels in here, and then, yeah, you go back to automatic afterwards. You're already on automatic. Do we have... We do have better modules that we want for these guys. So that's sorted out now as well. Okay, good times. You guys are doing the automatic stuff. It's, yeah, not the right place to be trying to do things with bots, but we can make it work anyway. It's fine. And then here we wanted to be requesting empty barrels, just like a lot of them. Yeah? And so Cobalt Core requests the barrels, then drops the empty ones back down. We then... Oh yeah, we are filling up these two tanks. We are recooling this afterwards if we actually got the lithium. So the only thing we are waiting for is the lithium. This signal is connected to one of the... oh yeah, we've actually left this ship in Aquilo. I didn't think that was the thing I wanted to do for ages. I was worried about what the accumulators would do, but it seems like it's fine. And we still have enough rockets sitting around, so I guess we are just fine. I guess with all the explosive damage... Oh, also, you guys, one of you should... I'm happy with one of you shooting big rocks. I don't want all of you shooting. Yeah, I guess with the increased explosive damage we've got recently, we are doing more effective things with our rockets. But yeah, these guys, this combinator here says we are currently parked in Aquilo, which is why this value is 3. That's just how these signals work. And this says, as long as we are not at Aquilo or not going to or from Aquilo, then run the capacitors down to 20%. Otherwise, run the capacitors down to only 40%. So this is at Aquilo, run the capacitors down to 40% if we actually had the lithium plate that we needed to be doing this. Does Becky have rare holmium? No. Okay, so that's the thing. We are... all of our cryo plants are blocked on the availability of rare holmium, which is, yeah, and then, yeah, the rare holmium that turns into the rare lithium. Maybe we could just be trying to recycle this stuff, but the rates are not particularly good. But also, I mean, recycling holmium up to other holmium would just be what we're doing on... Yeah, would just be what we are doing on Fulgora anyway. And so, I think we do this, and then we get ourselves a... Where's a... Oh, did I put a recycler in my inventory? I did not. I was looking at these rare recyclers, and then I think I've got a better thing yeah, you guys got all the quality modules. I don't want you to have these quality modules. I would rather you had... Actually, I'm not sure. We are going to do half and half on the best quality modules we have. If we put this guy here... it's in the wrong place. This position is actually a little bit better. And then we can give this the quality modules we want. And then we can connect these two to the logistic network to say if we have less than, say, 100 lithium, and then give this guy a power connection. Bots will do that. Okay, so now we are turning our uncommon... Do I have... You guys are going to get better prod mods because I don't think we're blocked by that. And if we are, then you guys are going to get better speed mods. So this is probably also still fine. Do I want... We're going to upgrade all these modules as well because the lithium is the stuff we are kind of blocked by. Oh, this is the lithium for the foundry. Yeah, so now we've got better modules here. You are kicking out 3 per second, which is more than you guys are using, but I think it's fine. And now we have a source of lithium plate, and all we need is, yeah, this chest here to be requesting that lithium plate. Lithium, lithium, rare lithium. Good. How much do I need per... That's not what we need to be looking at. I need 20 lithium plate per item. And then we have a lot of refined concrete, a lot of steel, a lot of blue chips, a lot of semiconductors, and then also all of these ones as well. Did you actually need steel? You didn't need steel. You only needed steel via the refined concrete. Okay. That is all a little bit disappointing, because we did not get... Yeah, Cobalt Core probably does not have full tanks. Why does Cobalt Core not have full tanks? Is that a very obvious reason why I did not have full tanks? Are we limiting the amount of cold stuff we're putting in this tank so that we've already got space, always got space to recycle out the returns? Yes. Okay. In that case, our job here is done, but slightly disappointed because we are not running the lithium plate. Yeah, the lithium plate is somewhat behind. We have a way for getting all of the... Yeah, we've got a way for getting the lithium plate. We've got a way for getting the cryo plants we wanted. None of those are actually doing things at the rate we really wanted. Oh, I do have solar panels. How did I not see the solar panels that I asked if I had solar panels? I was just going to boost this guy a bit and then figure out... Wait, these don't freeze over either? These don't freeze over either. Interesting. In that case, we're just going to... Because the power pole also won't freeze. I think bots are going to turn up and get this done. Okay, so now we can have more solar panels. Do I have the solar panels? I do. Yeah, concrete there, thanks. Now we can have more solar panels, which is the dedicated grid to this guy who is keeping some of this water going. I think Aquilo might be fine, other than the fact that Fulgora has let us down, which is a shame. I think the immediate thing we can do on Fulgora is somewhere over here. Oh, you guys don't even have the best productivity modules. We could go and fix that. Could we be doing better quality things with this better quality holmium? Maybe. Yeah, somewhere over here. Yeah, we're sitting around with a lot of uncommon holmium because we are recycling out uncommon holmium if we have a lot of it. And I think we just pull this number back to, say, 4,000. Because this will get us a lot more rare holmium, which then Becky will, yeah, still somehow be able to bring over. Minimum capacity 1,000. Okay, and then the other thing Fulgora is going to be doing, which is going to be mildly inconvenient, like the rare holmium was already the issue because we were making a whole lot of these rare electromags. So I think we actually need to cut the rare electromags, which feels pretty bad. Like we've been studiously upgrading, what, on the order of what, nearly 90 rare electromags. We should go and do something with them, for which I need to be not here. Is Aquilo fine for now? I think Aquilo is fine enough for now. I think we just make ourselves a whole lot of cryo plants, come back and worry about the holmium for the processes later. Whatever. Ideas. Can the... Where is this holmium plate recipe? And that one works in the foundry. Where's the... I want to see the fluids one. I'm wondering whether or not we can go to Fulgora and find these things, and whether this recipe, whether the holmium solution recipe also works in a cryo plant, because then we can get a lot more productivity out of the same amount of holmium. I think maybe that's the place. So I think instead of, like, we're going back to Novice via Gleba, I think we are going to go back to Fulgora just immediately, because I think there's other things to do on Novice as well, like biolab stuff, but we've got... Don't we have 1 or 2 cryo plants? I thought we sent one cryo plant up. We sent 2 cryo plants up, and one of them is here. So we've got a cryo plant. We don't have any Prodmod 3s. If we don't have any Prodmod 3s, we should go back to Novice to get the Prodmod 3s. Yeah, just do that. Thanks. So we can get the Prodmod 3s. We've got other really good modules to help out with that. Let's check in on Novice and the Prodmod 3 situation, and it is still completely fine, although we should have put that inserter here instead and have this say use filters for landmines, because we do need to be unpacking the landmines from this train if they're going to do anything, and then we can get one of these boxes, move that over here. So now we can be unpacking landmines. We've still, I mean, none of these nests are problematic at all, because if they were, they would immediately explode, because landmines. 350 health. The captured biter nest health doesn't actually scale with evolution level. That's super interesting. I would like more landmines through here. Just do this kind of business. It's probably fine. We've got enough. Sure, whatever. Yeah, we were here to check on Prodmods, weren't we? And we are actually in the wrong place to be checking in on Prodmods, because the train has taken them all the way down here because we've set things up well. We can just straight up request a bunch of epic Prodmods into Cobalt Core orbit. We're going to drop some of the... Yeah, Novice did kind of want some of the stuff, didn't it? Never mind. Where's... Yeah, the barrels is going to be the one-off thing, isn't it? We're not going to keep this one around later. Yeah, ask for 100 epic quality and then 100 rare quality. Importing things from Novice is weird, and we will... Yeah, we'll take these over to Fulgora. We will be able to remodule and rebeacon and hopefully cryoplant some of the holmium. On this pleasant trip to Fulgora, let's actually check in with Gleba and see whether or not we are successfully defending. Because I'm pretty sure we are going to be defending. I just wanted to check whether or not this isn't even where we want it to be. We want it to be down here. I want to see if these turrets have damage and kills, and they do. And we even have some medium stomper shells and also a big shell, so we are successfully defending on Gleba. Good times. Here are the modules that we want. Give me all the modules. I mean, the cryo plant also pretty important to this plan. Yeah, give me all this nice stuff. There's the cryo plant. Oh yeah, I see the rockets firing in the background. We have Cobalt core in orbit, and we still have on Cobalt core a lot of active requests. I don't think we need more for the cryo chambers. I don't think we need... I could drop all of these off the request, but I think we just disable it, because we're not really particularly sad about getting a whole pile of concrete that we take over to Aquilo, and then the quantum processor stuff, sure, that can continue to exist. Yeah, okay, fine. Let's see whether the cryo chamber can actually do the... It cannot? I am not seeing the holmium process, so we're not going to... Is it a biochamber thing? If we got some biochambers here, would we be able to holmium... no. Okay, so there goes that plan. We were going to take this cryo plant and reorganize all of these guys to have better productivity. I think in that case... But are we keeping up? Would we have to beacon this thing? Or maybe we just... Like, what is the... If we do it this way around, if we throw in 2 legendaries and a speed, we are getting 38 productivity as opposed to the previous 21% productivity. So I think, like, maybe we could... Now, figuring out how to get a we'd have to move a bunch of stuff to put a beacon in there that I don't particularly want to do. I think we're just gonna, yeah, we're just gonna do that and be slightly disappointed with it. A speed, because we're probably not going to do much speed. I think if we throw in 3 productivity modules, we slow everything down too much, and then the holmium starts to build up. So we're not going to do that. We are going to be disappointed that we can't use a cryo plant, but we are at least up to 38%. And maybe I want to... Whatever. I was wondering if we could do that with only 1 chem plant on common and 1 on uncommon, so we can save some modules, but also the whole point is we are rich for modules now, and it's fine. What quality of beacons do we have down here? Because I think we can give these guys epic quality beacons, and then all of these guys epic quality, and this should... Yeah, so all of this holmium can be at 57% productivity, which is pretty nice. Maybe we've caused the grid some problems. I don't think we're going to cause the grid some problems. I think we're going to be okay. Did we also have... Can we get... Yeah, these are already tier 3 rare. We would have to go to tier 3 epic to do anything better about that. And then is it just down to... how much holmium we're pulling off trains? Do we have all the trains here? Because we might need to extend mining as well, but it looks like we've got... Actually, we've got trains waiting for places to go. That aspect is fine. Okay, the other thing we're going to do is... I did notice at some point we had... Yeah, we've got a whole lot of accumulators we don't need, and I have no plans to do anything with these, so we're just going to find... That's how accumulators work it, and so you just fire them anywhere, and it's fine. Okay, so we've got allegedly more holmium coming out of the same process. We do need to be requesting this stuff to the other loop, because that's where the other processing is. Do we have... These are all rare 3s? Yeah, I was trying to figure out if we could upgrade any of the... Do we have... We're not actually making... We're not really using beacons here from that, are we? We're not going to do that. Okay, epic holmium or whatever... Legendary holmium ore. whatever. And then these guys will eventually grab it and it'll be fine. And these ones, we are putting stone on the belt, so we will eventually be able to process this out. We need more. I am not concerned. Okay, we are allegedly getting more holmium. In practice, it still does not look like we're getting that much holmium. I wanted all of these in my inventory just to see how many of them we ended up with, and we've got actually a lot of recyclers. I like this. We will be able to go and upgrade. Oh wait, did we need to upgrade any of these things? Because no, it looks like the doom spiral is keeping up with the amount of junk we're throwing into it, which is fine. Yeah, having them in my inventory is not necessarily the best way to deal with all of these, but we are gonna fire all of this stuff up to Cobalt core. Because if we're going to have, if we're going to have 100 rare electromags, we may as well be deploying them on probably Vulcanus to get more chips out. What do you? Oh yeah, we know what you're waiting for. We cut your rare holmium request. Wait, is there? Are these guys maybe using holmium as well? Oh no, wait. All of these things come through the science process, which is common and uncommon holmium. And then these guys would be using uncommon holmium, except we cut the semiconductor request so that we weren't making any more turrets than we needed. Okay, that's fine. We can just go on with launching all of this stuff up to Cobalt core. You know what we're also going to do on Cobalt core? We are going to add in the quant proc ingredients. Yes, this is the correct group that I think also wants 1,000 rare holmium, which we don't have yet. We are close to having this. I think we'll be able to muck around, do some other stuff, come back and find out that we do in fact have the rare holmium that we want, which is great. We've got a ton of space. It's fine. So that was all pretty disappointing. No extra productivity bonus on holmium for us. I guess we go back to Novice and do some of the things we were going to do there anyway and just be disappointed that we don't have the holmium plate. Been faffing around on Novice, spending a little bit of time. We were thinking about the biolabs pattern, but it kind of doesn't depend on, like, it depends on other things we haven't done yet. But I do have a nice little pattern that I like, which has basically all of the requests filled. That's about the only thing, and then also figuring out the power poles. And more importantly, we have a nice new ship design for the inner planet stuff, which has, yeah, basically the capability to do calcite and carbon crushing for Gleba, and also a lot more storage. So I might convert over a couple of ships to this pattern. In fact, who's nearby in orbit right now that has a cool name? Pierre, yeah, you just go to Gleba and wait here. I'm not gonna get on the ship, but this is gonna hold you in Gleba, and then we will. Oh, you've got the bioflux. Good job. Yeah, this is probably a really good ship to convert to the new plan. Various other potterings about included improving the productivity on the electrolyte process, because this is also using holmium. So if we can use less holmium for the science, and I think we did better productivity modules on, yes, some of the science intermediates as well. If we can just generally use less holmium, then we'll have more holmium around to... There's another... Yeah, this one also got a productivity upgrade. If we can use less holmium solution and less holmium ore, that'll be more holmium that we have sitting around that we can try and upgrade into rare plates. So, you know, we'll eventually get some amount of stuff. Actually, how many at this point do we have? We have enough for a shipment. So either Becky or... Yeah, Becky will probably swing by at some point. Becky is currently at Aquilo. Sure, whatever. I believe I have now counted out the appropriate numbers of things that we need to give Pierre to be able to get from one build to the new one. We're going to fill it up with repair packs, which we should never need, but whatever, we'll have them. And then it also struck me while we were doing this that we've got better productivity in space, in Aquilo, in electromags on ships that aren't even running yet, and we've also still got a bunch of prod mods in here that, you know, we could immediately leverage into, for example, our biolabs that would just make the science better. We could upgrade the biolabs as well, but this isn't really going to do anything when we are blocked for the science input. Is that true? That's not true at all, is it? Because the thing we should actually do, get these epic biolabs. The first one here gets less beaconing, but these 5 here are the biolabs that get all of the beacons and also priority on the science that's actually the lowest. So we do that, and then we get the legendary prod modules, of which we have some but not many. We give them to the epic biolabs, and so these 5 biolabs are going to be doing slightly more work than usual, than the others, and are also going to be doing at a better productivity bonus. So we have boosted our science throughput. That's great. Are there other functions here that deserve prod mod 3s? I think there might be. I think the purple and yellow science might be one of them. Do we need to boost these beacons? Maybe we boost these beacons as well, because we've got these better beacons, right? I'm pretty sure we have those better beacons. And then also, it has struck me that if we are going to bother kicking things with 8 rare beacon, or 8 epic beacons with epic tier 3 speed modules, we may as well prod mod these guys pretty hard as well. So you guys, do these electromags get prod mod upgrades? I'm not sure they do. We're not beaconing them, but we could, because Cobalt Core has a bunch of electromags I want to take to Vulcanus, but we could. You know what? Give me these rare electromags. I think we will on Novice. You guys get to be epic electromags, and we've already given you the epic speed 3s, the prod bonus, you know, whatever. Don't really care. And then the other thing we were doing with Cobalt Core is we do want to take these to Vulcanus as the next thing. So let's set that up now. You can go to Vulcanus immediately, but wait for me to organize anything else. And then Fulgora was the next place, because we wanted to wait until that shipment of rare holmium arrived and then take it to Aquilo. And then I guess you're going to go back to Vulcanus after this. We'll just check in with this in a bit, and hopefully it's fine. And we do already have... We've got the request set up. So, I mean, okay, so some of this is probably going to turn into cryo plants as well. I'm fine with that. We've got enough productivity around the place that we'll still get some number of lithium turned into quantum processors. Maybe we can check in on that later. It's at least going to be running. What we do want to be doing with some degree of haste, because... yeah, we've got 17 minutes to do this rebuild, go to Vulcanus, do the things I want to do there, get this ship back to Gleba, but also, Novice Orbit is kind of trash for asteroids, so I think I'm going to hatch a plan of... yeah, this new plan is a complete rebuild that keeps some of the storage things and some of the thrusters in the same place, but otherwise everything else is different. So I think we're going to blast this first and also this, and have these inserters grab the things that we would find useful from the belts, because anything we put in the storage hub will continue to exist when we do the when we blast everything and put it back. You also need to face the other way and not be enabled disabled. This one is already, so grab all the helpful stuff from the belt, because when we blast all of this stuff in the manner that we just have, the tanks disappearing is also a little bit of a shame, never mind. None of that stuff appeared in the belt, all in the hub. All of this stuff is what we're grabbing with inserters. So I think that's probably enough. There's still a bit more there. Never mind, whatever. We're just going to blast all of this. And then the only thing that... the hubs and the engines are the only thing that... oh, and also because the center is slightly different, because we've added an extra engine, we're just going to redo this so we can find... what's going on over here? Why are we going somewhere? This is a little bit of a problem, but I think we roll with it, because we also still wanted to be able to pick up these... yeah, this is going to do a better job of being able to grab asteroids. If we're actually going to be grabbing asteroids. There we go. Okay. That was a little bit accidental, and that happened because we picked up this schedule in the blueprint, and actually we've dropped off some of the... yeah, the one we really need to re-add is the one with the bioflux, because that's going to be the kind of the vital determining factor. But this also... oh wait, there were a couple of other things in here, weren't there? We didn't have the rare bulk inserters, so we've got to downgrade those, and then we also didn't have all of the tier 2 efficiency modules, but no big deal. This is just in these chem plants the difference between minus 80% and like minus 58% or something. No big deal. Yeah, we want to go back to Novice, but we also want to... yeah, this is the reason why we stored all these rocks, because we... again, still didn't store quite as many rocks as we would like, but we can end up in a kind of weird fuel stall. Yeah, we're using foundries here because it was just easier to fit in all the inserters than it was for electric furnaces. We're not actually putting any ammunition on the belt as long as the hub has some. So the fact that the foundries are grabbing the calcite before the fuel chem plants is probably fine. Although it is also striking me now that we are... oh no, we're fine. Though that rock scrab is going to be fine. I was worried about being in Novice orbit with all of its garbage rocks, but I think we're actually going to be fine. And we wanted to come back to Novice because I actually wanted to travel with this ship to Vulcanus. And then I guess we talk about the ship on the way? This thing might end up being the final shape of craft that I need to build for the inner planet stuff for the rest of the game. It's got so much storage, much more storage than I really needed to add. It's also still all rare components, so we could even make this better by kicking all of these up to legendary, but it goes real fast. Four engines, tanks of fuel. I realized that through all the research we'd done, yeah, we're going to end up to Vulcanus and we're still going to talk about this thing, that's fine. Through all the research that we'd done, we now have all the asteroid productivity, which means we are not so worried once we get moving that we are short of asteroids. So we've gone from prods in these things to speeds, which means that we're making fuel a whole lot faster, we're doing the foundry thing, we're making ammunition a lot faster, and because of that we don't need to wait in so many places nearly as long. So we've pulled all these schedules back to 60 seconds per place, whereas I think all of the other craft are 160. So we are significantly faster in how we are moving around because we're not waiting anywhere as long. Oh wait, Vulcanus please. Oh yeah, because I did the time passed thing but then didn't bump this up and we're still talking about it, whatever, moving on. Yeah, vast storage, moving around a whole lot faster, possibilities for expansion to epic or legendary if we want to. I'm still not sure if I'm saying too much about the new ships or not enough. They are one of the bits of Factorio where I can just look at for ages, figuring out how to save a tile here or do something differently there. Other things I liked about this of, yeah, new tricks we're plugging in. This sushi belt of ammunition and rocks is a thing that I've done on all the ships and it works really well. This version also uses, yeah, so we've got rock storage on the belts because that's super effective. Inside we are storing... we're actually on Vulcanus at the moment. Drop down this iron ore, because it's funny. Yeah, we'll just come back here later. Yeah, we're storing crushed parts of rocks inside the hub, and then there's another couple of inserters that are jumping this onto another sushi belt, which provides the fuel stuff, yeah, the fuel stuff and the ammunition stuff. And then there's this cute little double inserter into belt and underground combination, which means that we can put stuff on both sides of the belt in this nice little clean delineation thing here. So there's quite a lot of asteroid and component storage because a lot of it goes underneath other parts of the buildings, which I like a lot. And then these two crushers are changing recipes. One of them does yeah, water if we are low on ice, and then switches to carbon and does a lot of carbon, and the other does iron if we need iron, continue dropping this to Vulcanus, and then switches to, yeah, the calcite crushing, and we'll make a lot of calcite. So we are controlling these numbers with this combinator, and we are gathering calcite and carbon from space to be able to drop on places like Gleba. Does Gleba have the carbon request? It might not actually have the carbon request. Does not. And we've got a bunch of rare carbon, which is great, but I think we also want 600 regular carbon, which when we just swing by, we will just deposit. And yeah, because we are trying to buffer calcite, continue dropping this, because we're trying to buffer calcite for places that might want to do foundry smelting, even though we've just set up Novice with electrical furnace smelting, oh well, never mind, we do need to occasionally eject ice cubes if we've got too many ice cubes from the calcite crushing that we are not able to process into the fuel things. Oh well, I think we are pretty good here. Oh yeah, that was what we were doing, wasn't it? Because we've got all this space, so much space, I think we can not just enable the science, but do large amounts of science, and then also we're doing the GUI stuff. Let's do all of the mall requests as well. Let's also, as a little one-off, ask for a whole pile of blue circuits, because Gleba needs blue circuits from Fulgora, but Fulgora is currently putting all of its blue circuits into the recyclers and electromags that we are now building. So I think we are we still paused here? Yes, but presumably we are receiving rockets. If we just took this one off, did this, waiting for rockets to arrive. Yeah, we don't want to be in Vulcanus long term for this thing. Oh, I was also going to add the multi-quadules. This one, which is the other big mall function. So yeah, we've got the biomass stuff, of which we need to do with some degree of haste, all of the mall stuff, a pile of science stuff. We've got all the space we need for all of this. Do we have in Novice the time to deal with all of this? Because we kind of need to make sure that we get new bioflux and new bioflux back here within the next 11 minutes. Some of this has 13 minutes. I think we'll be fine. I think overall we could still be congested on the number of silos with the amount of, like, especially if we have multiple ships with schedules like that are moving around quickly, that are able to move that volume of goods so quickly. I think we might need more silos. Yeah, all these guys are just launching. So I think a thing we do first is, here looks like a decent space. Let's just set this thing to be manufacturing silos for us. Let's have a bunch of boxes asking for the stuff. Let's find where we can get... I mean, we're not doing anything with these epic inserters. The other ones are going elsewhere, but those inserters will be able to do something useful. Let's just get another 4. Yeah, let's just get another 4 silos at quality, because I mean, silo quality seems like a bit of a waste, but whatever. Yeah, then other things that I had noticed are we have generally Cobalt core is still here. We've got to do this thing first. We want all of the electromags and the recyclers. Do we want... I guess we get the better recyclers and the better electromags and the best electromag, and then everything else I think we may as well just take with us. Yeah, you go and do your Fulgora journey thing, and then Pierre is still here. Pierre can continue to drop all of this stuff. Yeah, we are, as soon as we get a break in the rockets being launched, we're going to go to actually Gleba first. And then we just have to remember to clip Vulcanus off the schedule. We want to do Gleba first to get the bioflux to take it to Novice, and then continue with that thing. What was I talking about? Yes, things that we noticed now that, yeah, because this is why I was in the map, and then that's why I saw that Cobalt Core was doing the thing it needed to. The plastic situation over here, kind of sad. The reason for that is we are kind of sad about gas. The reason we are kind of sad about gas is we are kind of sad about acid. So this is a thing we are going to fix with this. Looking at these acid pump jacks, we've got this upgrade planner which is going to convert some of these to nearly the best modules we have. We're not using the best productivity modules. This is also not as good as just hitting all these things with speed modules, but I do like the mixed modules in my beacons and pump jacks and stuff like that. Is this a... Okay, so this is a acid spot that we've never actually used. That's fine. Yeah, all these guys are getting their module upgrades, that's good. This guy is slightly out of range. I wonder if we have the roboports around to be able to just also hit this guy with... Oh, it's going to upgrade. That's going to upgrade it to double prod, isn't it? Oh, well, never mind. Let's go look at the larger acid patch over here. Yeah, because when we set this up, these two were hitting like 1,000 acid per second each, which is, yeah, we are significantly below that now. So upgrade planner, and are these also all... These are all rare pump jacks, aren't they? That is already an upgrade planning thing we have done. Upgrade all this stuff. This one here has also actually never been connected, and then also some of these are also already double prod modded, and we would much rather do... I mean, speed is just the objectively better thing to be doing, but I do like... I mean, this will mean that we don't deplete the patch quite so quickly and get slightly more out of it, but mostly it's mining productivity that's doing that work, and we still just need to collect more acid from a different patch anyway, although the amount of acid we need is going to be really interesting for getting train throughput. Oh well, we wanted more blue science. That's one of the things we're blocked by. We do have... Yeah, we're getting a bunch of new silos out, and I think the new silos are just going to continue to go generally here, but I think if we can get some roboport coverage over here... Do we have these roboports? We do not have these roboports. I believe that... Which of these... There's a really fancy upgrade planner somewhere here, isn't there? Not that one, this one. I think we will be wanting to kick off an upgrade of roboports into rare roboports on Vulcanus. Kind of because we can, which is not really a great reason, but whatever. Also, this one we won't need anymore. This is the upgrade planner we're going to be using a bunch. I'm pretty sure we have the rare roboports around. We are also complaining about not making roboports. Okay, I'm sure we had a roboport upgrade. You've got stuff. You are... We are jammed on steel for no particular reason that... Is this a... This is an iron chest. So we shouldn't be sharing... Yeah, we shouldn't be sharing these results with the... Whatever comes out of this with the logistics network, but whatever. Yeah, so this is the rare ones. Here we've got the rare ones. We should... Wait, we should now definitely have those... Yeah, we've got those built. Okay, good. Because we wanted to build blue science. That was one of the things that we have been waiting for and are struggling with. I also wanted to check that Pierre was... We've got the bioflux. We're heading to Novice. We are probably fine. I think I want to check that we get the train in the right place. Because that also was on a longer schedule. And yeah, we're going to drop this blue science blueprint because blue science is the thing we want a lot of. Leave a bit of space for silos. That's probably enough space for silos, yeah? And then we can't go further than the lava. Did we... Was that 6? 12? That's going to be the blue science build that we use. Oh, but we've also... Oh, I didn't realize we had all those uncommon beacons around. But we do want to do this same... Yeah, the upgrade planner we just moved away from. This one. Upgrading efficiency modules, and then I think we also say... Actually, this is also just both of the upgrade planners, isn't it? It's the modules upgrade planner to get all of that stuff done, and then this upgrade planner that doesn't actually have assemblers in it. This is the upgrade plan that we're going to be slapping a lot of things with to get these, yeah, the better electromags, the better recyclers. All of this can just upgrade, and I believe we probably have those parts right. Oh, this was also the inserter upgrade, wasn't it? And yeah, we're going to have... This is nice little tiling blue pattern. We're going to have a bunch of engines. We're going to have these two belts in the middle that we need to organize some foundries for to make the parts we need for the engine unit, so that's going to be fine. This belt here is just red chips, and I think if we do this upgrade, in fact, the upgrade we are talking about is literally the one that's on the bar. Literally all of these. What am I looking at upgrading? A bunch of foundries, a bunch of... Oh, we still have regular fast inserters in here. Okay, sure. A bunch of belt upgrades, that's all fine. I don't think we need the blue chips upgrade, so we're not going to swing that either. But yeah, more red chips out of here. We can get the red chips through the blue build and over here. I think we want to do stack inserter stuff as well. We can... Remember that we want to power this thing somehow. And then... This belt, I believe, actually wants to go the other way, because we are looking at getting sulfur from this belt and then going back onto the belt with the blue science. So this is going to be something that the build can just do. And then I don't know how much sulfur we are making, but I think we can... I mean, that's also a thing that we can just address later. We do at least have the capabilities to make some sulfur here. And then I've got these stack inserters which we can use. Put that over this side as well. Get more roboports because we are going to care about the logistics supply of this quite a bit. Apparently we're not even connecting the power from one side to the other, so that's fine. And we need to... Oh yeah, we're not actually putting this in the network, are we? And we are making it down here. We are making 6 a second, which I do not think is going to be enough, but also we can just upgrade this guy. Do we... I think also... I don't think a red belt is going to be enough, so I think we need to do... also, do we have... Yeah, these stack inserters we are not actually moving around the place, so I don't mind using them the same way. Yeah, just dump a bunch of sulfur in there, it's going to be fine. You don't have any other products either, do you? No, just fill up these two things with sulfur. I am not in a mood of caring about that. And then the silos are... Yeah, we've got... We don't have silos because concrete... Is that just the rate of concrete manufacture? Yes. Because we're just down to this one making its own concrete. Okay. Things that are fine. Okay, so some blue science to connect at some point. I don't think this is going to be a particularly high priority for me. We've upgrade... Have we hit this with the beacon? Oh, this one didn't have a beacon upgrade plan in it. Okay, the reason this didn't have an upgrade beacon plan... a beacon upgrade plan is because we first wanted to hit... this doesn't have modules in it either, does it? Does not have modules, does not have beacons. Good, because we wanted to swing this over the entire blue chips upgrade build. Does not have roboports in it. Does have roboports in it. Are these already upgraded? They already upgraded roboports. Fine. Swing this over the entire blue chips upgrade build to get... Yeah, all of these things, upgrade all their stuff, that's going to be fine. We're going to get more stuff out. We're going to kick off a lot for the bots to do. That's also fine. I don't know how many electromags we have or that we spent. Pierre has dropped off the bioflux. This train has gone back. These things I would actually like to trash rather than just be... the bad bioflux. I think if we get this out of the way, it still goes to the storage chest and is still going to be taken with priority over the new bioflux that's turning up, but that's a little bit of a shame. The train should at least be turning up, but we do at least get to offload all of the new bioflux with, you know, huge timers. We are fine. I am no longer concerned about this position at all. I was just a little bit concerned while we were rebuilding the ship. Yeah, so upgrade all of that stuff. I don't know how many of the electromags we have, but we also want to, because we did upgrade. Yeah, we did the red chip upgrade, which is nice. We basically want to slap everything in here with this upgrade. Getting too much over the other side, we are not. And then later we should worry about whether or not, yeah, like getting all the stone out is going to continue to be a problem. We're going to give ourselves a large variety of problems. And then also, oh yes, this is the one that doesn't want the beacon upgrades because we've already kind of, yeah, it's not running because we're using the red chips elsewhere, but we are having, if we upgrade this, the quality of this beacon, we will increase the negative effects to the quality, which is, you know, it's already fine. We're doing that pretty well. And then I think also, yeah, the same thing. We wanted to upgrade a bunch of these, but I don't know which order we want to upgrade these. But let's also, yeah, plugging in this blue sign is going to be a thing that we need to do. That will solve a lot of our problems. And then check in with how many other electromags we have. We only have another 20 electromags. Actually, you know, the thing that we should do, for which we should add the beacon upgrade, are those all walls? Entities being damaged on Gleba. 4 entities are destroyed. Power poles. I think I left the power poles. Beacons was the other thing that we want to upgrade. Anything less than epic can go to an epic beacon. And then I think we also upgrade all of the speed modules here as well. So we can just swing this upgrade planner over literally everything, not all at once because we don't have all of the parts, but this is the upgrade planner that we want to swing over. Where are we making beacons? Here we're making beacons. So we're upgrading, the beacons were already epic. We also have, oh yeah, we are now going to be, don't do, yeah, I would rather you had the legendary 2s. Even though we've got the beacon upgrades, but all of you guys can get the better plants. Let's check in with how Gleba did. We successfully defended because nothing's really super complaining. And then down here somewhere, mostly I want to check whether or not they depowered anything, and they did not because we left oh yeah, because it's all the way over here, because these two patches are on the same logistic network. We left a bunch of poles, we left a bunch of other turrets and things like that, so Gleba is, oh wow, there's, this is, you know, a lot of, we are really doing the defense. I think we've taken another expansion. I think, if we look at this pollution, yeah, we've got, so this one was the only one we were looking at before, and now we've got several nests that are closer, that are absorbing more pollution or more spores because they're just closer to where we're producing. I think we have to go back. We have to go back to Gleba anyway, but I think we go and blast those bases again. Yeah, Vulcanus has got some upgrades. We need to also manage getting these. They're not here at all. We need to manage getting, wherever they did end up, the old electromags back to Fulgora to be upgraded. We need to do some plumbing to connect this stuff in. We're doing all the module manufacture, we're doing all the beacon upgrades. Actually, did we hit this with the beacon upgrade plan? We did not hit this with the beacon upgrade plan. So now we've got those beacons as well. We will have, eventually, a lot of blue science. Let's check that Novice hasn't exploded, and it hasn't, and yeah, we are fine. That is just doing a thing now. You wanted to not go to Vulcanus. That is no longer the thing that you need to do. But we're on Novice. We are, yeah, we've got all of, oh, this group no longer needs to exist. That was a one-off thing just while Gleba didn't have the blue chips. But also we can just have all of these in our face now, and we've got so much... Yeah, I was going to say we've got so much space to play with, and we have kind of filled a lot of that space because we've just done a science ×4 request, but also that's exactly what we want to be doing with this. This is super effective, and I'm happy with it, and we're going to have more ships like this. And yeah, more things to plug in, lots of blinking, lots of buildings being happy, building all of their stuff. Novice, yeah, we've got to do a biolabs thing, but that only really matters after we've got to this increased blue science. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on.